Good morning friends, welcome to PT classes. Today a very important session for all those who want to make their career in artificial intelligence. I hope students, today's session is going to be very fruitful for all of you. Moreover, hope you will be enjoying our both channels, PT classes interview guide. You will be learning lot many things over there. Spoken English, personality development, body language related videos you would be enjoying. So I welcome my colleague, and here we have a very important questions, and Kajal is here with me to accompany with this interview.
Okay.
First of all, tell me, what do you mean by the word artificial intelligence?
Sir, artificial intelligence is an area of computer science that uses or that enables the intelligent machines to machine or to imitate the intelligent human behavior. It emphasizes on the creation of machines that imitate or work like the human beings.
Okay.
Or
Yes, continue if you want.
the example of artificial intelligence which we use on our daily basis is the Google search engine. We know that Google search engine is one of the most popular artificial intelligence which we use in our day-to-day lives. Whenever people search any type of word or searches anything in the Chrome provided by the Google, the Google recommends anything to the user to search from. So it is a best AI which we used in the day-to-day analysis. It uses various predictive analysis or the normal language analysis or the machine learning to take the recommendation from the user and to give recommendation to the user to select from various searches.
Okay, can you tell me the different types of artificial intelligence?
Yeah, sure. The different types of artificial intelligence are, the first one we have is the first type UI, in which the new mind UI. It is an AI which works like the human beings, and it has the ability to have the emotions or the people or to work accordingly, and thus this add to their memory and work accordingly. And the second one we have is a self-driven AI. It is the one of the most important AI which has the ability or which possesses the human emotions or the human skills, and it has the ability to take self-driven actions. And another one we have is the limited memory AI. It's a type of AI which is used in the self-driving cars. It's an AI which detect the various vehicles which are around him or which are around it, and thus add to their memory, and thus helps the cars in self-driving.
Okay. You told about limited memory, you told about the theory of
Mind, theory of mind AI.
and you told about the self-aware
Okay. Yes.
AI, and you must have told about reactive machines.
Yeah, it's also a type of AI, reactive AI. It's a type of AI that uses the current decisions and uses the current actions. It does not take any type of past experiences to take the current decisions, and thus it takes the use of current decisions to add to their memory and thus work accordingly. And its example is deep vision.
Okay. How is machine learning related to artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence is a field of computer science that helps the machine to imitate the intelligent human behavior. But machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. It is an science of getting the work done from the computers by implementing the data in them, or to take actions from them without implementing or without setting any type of programs in them, without explicitly do any type of programs in them. Thus, machine learning is a type of science. It is a type of computer science that takes the use of AI to implement the quality in machines to work accordingly with their own decisions.
Okay. Explain commonly used artificial neural networks.
The commonly used artificial neural network is the bandwidth and the convolutional, and the third one is the recreational.
Okay. How is deep learning works?
Deep learning is an area of science that works like a unit of brain. We know that the smallest unit of brain is the brain cell or a neuron.
Yes.
And similarly the deep learning works. In this there is a artificial neuron or an inception which works like a human, like what the human cell or nerve do. And human cell or a biological nerve has dendrites around him, and thus it helps to receive the various types of inputs. And what in the artificial neuron, it receives various types of multiple messages, multiple inputs, and it processes them and it transforms them, and thus reaches an output. And this how it is related to a biological nerve of a human cell. As in the human cell, the biological nerves are connected to each other and form a neural nerve network.
Yes.
And in similar way, the artificial neurons are connected to each other to called inception, and they form a deep nerve network.
That's great. Kajal, you can have your questions, please.
Yes, thank you. Tell about your family.
Yeah, as per my family relations are concerned, I have an adorable family of 6 members.
Okay. And what are your hobbies?
As per my activities which I usually engage in, which make me feel happy or which increase my caliber are, I love reading the various books and I love reading the various types of novels which are related to the artificial intelligence or the machine learning field or the robotics field, which make me feel happy. And alongside, I love reading various types of motivational books or to learn various types of motivational stuff from the videos.
That's great. Explain the assessment that is used to test the intelligence of a machine.
Yeah, the assessment which is used to test the intelligence of a machine is the testing technique, which used the various types of networks or various types of techniques to test whether a machine, whether or not a computer is capable of thinking like a human being or not.
Okay. How is computer vision and AI, that is artificial intelligence, related?
Okay, computer vision is a type of artificial network, or it can be said as a part of artificial intelligence, which uses or which converts the information from various types of emojis or the multi-dimensional data. It uses or it takes the use of various types of artificial intelligence techniques to solve the various business problems or the complex problems like the object detection or the image processing, etc.
Okay. How are the skills or experience you possess which made you different from others in this field?
Okay, as per from early childhood, I have a much interest in these types of in computer science or the computer things. I love reading the various things about the robotics, the artificial intelligence, and the machine learning, and I have much interest to spend my time or to spend the largest schedule of my day in that. And as we know that India is a booming country in which the science and technology is increasing day by day and is seeing an upward trend. So the growth opportunity in this sector, and compiled by my interest in this sector, I have chosen this career and has done various types of courses from various institutes, from various experts like the data scientist course or the artificial intelligence and machine learning course from various experts. And I also work as an artificial intelligence intern in one of the top firm of India, and gained experience of 2 or 3 years from there, and I gained much knowledge and interest there, and due to this I made me different from others in this field.
That's great. What do you think about the position of this industry or sector in future?
Sir, from my point of view, the field of artificial intelligence or the machine learning has a vast future, has a vast opportunity in the future, because we all come to know that the artificial intelligence and machine learning is expanding its arms in various fields like the business field or the doctoral field, or in any type of field like the production of automobiles like the cars, bikes, and etc. We know that there are various types of robots which are indulging in the production of cars at present, and there are various operations being conducted by the robots itself. And in business also there are various types of artificial intelligence or machine learning being implemented, like there are various types of softwares which are also included in the for conducting the business. And so this how we know that the artificial intelligence is expanding its arms to various fields, whether the business field or any other field. So from my point of view, the artificial intelligence or the machine learning area is an area which has a high upward sloping trend in the near future.
Finite difference filters in image processing are very susceptible to noise.
Okay.
To cope up with this, which method can you use so there would be a minimal distortions by noise?
Okay, the best method we can use here is the image soothing. Image soothing is a type of method which reduces the noise by adjusting the pixels in their neighbors, and thus it reduces the distortions from being contrasts.
Okay. Suppose you got a message you won a $2 million worth lottery.
Okay.
And we all get such spam messages regularly, right?
Yeah.
So how can artificial intelligence be used to detect and filter out such spam messages?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. Actually, for detecting these fraud messages, first of all, let's take an example of Google. Okay. We see that from the Google Gmail, we get the various messages like these spam messages that you have got a 2 million lottery or other. What the Google do? Google Gmail make use of various machine learning model in which it segregates the spam messages from the non-spam message. That is, it classifies the message into 2 types. First one is spam message and the non-spam message. And whenever this type of messages are sent via email, these are shown in the spam messages, and so the people are aware of it. And how the Google do is it take various types of steps, like it makes use of first of all the data collection. The Gmail collects the data about the users. It collects various personal details or the other data which the Google needs in this, and another it does the data cleaning. In this, it reduces the unuseful data. That is, it segregates the data in useful data and unuseful data. Useful data is the data which the Google uses in detecting such frauds, in detecting such messages. And the next step is data extraction and analysis. And it is the most important step of AI. It's a step which conducts the various relationship between the predictor variables and thus have a better understanding to develop a machine learning model. And the next step is the developing a machine learning model, in which the Google develops a machine learning model so that it acts accordingly and work in real life to detect the spam messages from the non-spam messages. And so the last step is evaluating the model. Okay. In this, what the Google does, it evaluates the model whether the model it has implemented is successfully working in segregating the spam messages or from non-spam. If there is any type of improvement required, the Google made the improvement, and this how it increases the accuracy of the model.
Wonderful. Explain the logic behind targeted marketing. How can machine learning help with this?
Targeted marketing is a type of marketing technique in which we divide the market into various segments. Okay. So a particular segment is given to a specific type of customer whose desires and needs matches with the product specification, and this how the customer would be attracted to the products of the company. Okay. And so this how the targeted marketing is conducted.
So what are those steps related to text and analysis?
Yeah, the marketing, targeted marketing is done by using the various machine learning tools. The first one, the step is the text analytics tool. Yes. In this, the companies make use of text analytics, the text classifications, and other screen techniques.
Clustering is a part of.
Yeah, the next step is data clustering. In this method, the companies make use of the data and they cluster the data in various ways so that it is useful for the companies to generate benefit out of it to reach the target audience.
Then comes the classification.
Yeah, then comes the next step is classification. Yes. In this, the companies classify the data according to the needs of the customer. Okay. And then the customers who have the desires, who have the same desires which matches the product, they can get in touch with those products. And the next step is recommendation and the association areas, in which the companies do the analysis of the market. They do the analysis of the market strategy. And the last step we have is the market basket. Yes, sure. The market basket analysis, in which the companies do analysis of various type of products so as to get the feedback of the products which are increasingly purchased by the customers.
Okay, wonderful. Let us say you started on online shopping business. Okay. And to grow your business, you want to forecast the sales of upcoming months.
Okay.
How would you do this? Can you explain?
Yeah, first of all, we see the past trends. We gain knowledge from the past experience, how our sales are going. Okay. And for sales forecasting, we know that sales forecasting is one of the best outcome or one of the best way in which the AI can be used. And for this, we may use of the machine learning model, that is linear regression. It's one of the best technique or one of the best machine learning model which the companies can use for the sales forecasting.
Okay, what is game theory and how it is related to?
In the context of artificial intelligence and the deep learning, game theory is a theory which enables some of the key participants or the key capabilities in which the different AI can perform to compete or to interrelate each other to accomplish a particular goal.
Okay, how can AI be used in detecting frauds?
Okay, in detecting fraud, the machine learning models can be used in effective way. First of all, there are 5 steps involved in detecting the frauds. Okay. First of all, data collection, in which what the companies do, they collect the data. And they collect the data regarding the customer's needs and other things. Okay. And this how they collect the data about the various personal details or the other details of the customers. And second one is the data collection, and the data one is data cleaning. In this step, the companies reduce the data in smaller segments by reducing the redundant data or the inconsistency in data. And the third one is the data extraction and the analysis. In this, the companies make use of data extraction, which is the most important step of AI. And in this, the companies see the relationship between the various predictor variables and thus get a better understanding of the market. And the fourth step is the implementing a machine learning model, in which the companies implement a machine learning model which helps it understanding a better views about the market and to gain much knowledge about the market. And the last step is evaluation of the model, in which what the companies do, they evaluate the machine learning model which they have implemented, and if it is having a best fruit, so they implement it, and if they can need any type of improvement, the companies make the improvement to accomplish a particular goal.
Okay, which algorithm does Facebook use for face verification and how does it work?
Okay, the Facebook used the algorithm of deep face. Deep face is an algorithm which is used in the face verification, which is a face verification algorithms, which is structured by the AI and thus helps the Facebook or the other companies to detect the faces of the people.
Okay. Customers who bought this also bought this.
Okay.
We often see this when we shop on Amazon.
Okay.
What is the logic behind recommendation engines?
See, this is the best technique or the most important technique which currently the most of the companies or the e-commerce websites like the Amazon is using. In this, what the Amazon do, they make use of the collaborative filtering technique. It's a technique in which the customers are provided with a set of products which they are familiar with or which they have purchased earlier.
Right.
So in this technique, let's take an example. Suppose there is a person named A, which is a sportsman, and he purchased from Amazon a pasta, pizza, and a Coke. And after some time, after 2 or 3 days, a person named B, who is a bicycle, who runs a bicycle, purchased a pasta and a pizza from Amazon.
Who runs a bicycle or bicycle business?
Bicycle business.
You need to say he's selling bicycles.
Selling bicycle or itself runs a bicycle.
Okay.
Itself runs a bicycle.
Okay.
And now in this, what Amazon do? It also give its recommendation a bottle of Coke to purchase because of its recommendation and its experience or its type of product he use like the bicycle. So in this way, as Amazon sets a relationship between the customer A and B, both the customers are running as A is a sportsman, so he may also be in the business of running or have a athlete, and B is also in the business of running and is also running a bicycle. So in this way, the Amazon finds relationship between A and B and give products to A and B in which they are similar. Thus, this how the Amazon make use the collective filtration technique, which is the most important technique to increase the revenue or the sales of the customer and to reach out the target audience and thus to make the target audience their customers.
Wonderful. Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
Actually, in recent, from at present, I am a quite learner in this field of machine learning and artificial intelligence. And after 5 years, I would love to see myself in a place in which I do engage myself in the robotics technique to develop various types of robots or to develop apps which uses the artificial intelligence or to work upon the IoT. And we know, because we know that Internet of Things is the more modern technique, which is the most important part of the AI. So after 5 years, I would want to see myself engaged in these fields of machine learning and artificial intelligence and to be an expert and to raise my goodwill so that I would have a better position and network in the market.
Wonderful. So can you tell me about your strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, as per my strengths, as per my positive traits of my personality, which make me an asset, are I have a versatile personality and I love challenges. I love challenges in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning and to be an expert in that. And if any type of failure I also overcome, I don't regret from that. I gain experience from that and improve from that failure to my success.
Wonderful.
And as per my negative traits are concerned, on which currently I am working upon, are I have a sort of a perfectionist nature. That is, I can't tolerate the poorly executed work of my clients or my colleagues.
Really proud of you. Nice interview you have given.
Thank you, sir.
Best wishes to you.
Thank you, sir.